Year after year, we've gotten multiple Pixar sequels. Some that absolutely needed one, and others that absolutely did not. Then there are a select few that had a sequel, didn't really need one, but cool, we got it. But that's literally all we got. Sequels. No new original ideas or characters. So when the trailer for Onward came out, I was excited. Well, kind of excited, but I'll get to that in a second. Finally, a new, refreshing story that more or less looks like a fanfiction. I'm joking, it looks really funky in a good way, and I'll most likely have to bring 2 boxes of tissues to the movie theater, because the writer or director, I think it's the writer, said he based these characters and the story off of himself and his brother as kids when their dad died. But they were too young to remember him, so later on in their life, when they stumbled upon a recording of their dad, it was their first time hearing his voice. If that doesn't make you the slightest bit sad or more, then you are a monster and you should have not even clicked on this video. Just go! Then, weeks later, as I'm scrolling through Instagram, I see on Disney, Pixar, Oh My Disney, Disney Family, basically every Disney Pixar Instagram account ever has posted a picture to a title of a brand new Pixar movie coming out in 2020. Not Onward, but a movie called Soul. The description says, 1 year from today, Pixar Animation Studios will take you on a journey from the streets of New York City to the cosmic realms to discover the answers to life's most important questions. After that, all it says is it will arrive in theaters June 19th of next year. Let's give a little pat on the back to Pixar. That's 2 original animated films in the same year. And here's a little bonus too, they're only a few months apart from each other. So could 2 original animated films coming out in the same year save Pixar from its steady decline into a miserable pit of endless sequels and unpopularity? I sure thought so, but here's the downside. Onward totally looks like it's going to try to find a way to break the Pixar theory. If you don't know what the Pixar theory is, click the card to go learn. And I'm not the only one who thinks Onward will break the Pixar theory. There are multiple YouTubers that think so too. If the Pixar theory is broken by Onward, then 2 different outcomes could erupt. Either it brings Pixar's popularity back up because the theory debunkers were finally right and other people who watch Pixar would be interested in it again because they would want to see why this doesn't fit in the Pixar theory. Or it could bring Pixar's popularity way down because I feel like 50% of Pixar's audience are people who theorize on the movies. Luckily for everyone, the Super Coilan brothers made a theory on how it could possibly fit in. It is sort of a stretch because their speculation is based off of a teaser trailer, but hey, it sounds like it could work and I'm really praying that it does because I do not want Pixar to fall into a horrible hole of just being known for awful movies. Which I'm not saying they are, they have no awful movies besides Cars 2. But I don't want them just to keep creating sequels for money because then they're just going to turn into their bigger brother, Disney. So now on to Soul, another original. A super short synopsis of it on Instagram tells us that it starts on Earth, New York City, and obviously somehow works its way into a cosmic realm. We do not know how it works its way into a cosmic realm yet, but I feel like once the trailer comes out, which will probably be a month, I'm not sure, it will give us more insight on to how it deals with all the space and cosmic stuff. Anyway, what other Pixar films have dealt with space or take place in it? Well, we have WALL-E and nothing else. Unless you count Toy Story because Buzz is a space ranger, but I don't really think that's too cosmic. Anyway, with only one other Pixar space movie, Soul doesn't have a lot of room to tie itself into the Pixar theory. Unless they can do something with the New York part of it. But maybe it's not the space aspect of it we should be looking at. Maybe it's the main plot driver of the movie. Life's most important questions. Every single Pixar movie deals with life's most important questions. That's why I think this could be a way it places itself into the Pixar theory. Let's look back at some of the movies made by Pixar to see what questions they ask. The first and most easy one is Inside Out. That asks how we humans work, everything inside of us, and what truly makes us a person. They answer with emotions and everything Joy says in the opening of the film. By the way, did I forget to mention the entire movie also explains it? Go watch it. It's my personal favorite out of all the Pixar films. Moving on, the next movie is Toy Story. I feel like this movie's question is how do we change with the future? How do we know what comes in the future or what happened? It answers this greatly by showing us how to cope with the future and how Woody does it. The next movie is Brave, and it asks, what would happen if I were who I want to be and not who everyone else wants me to be? It answers this by showing how Merida did it and how it worked out fine. By the way, I think there's a sequel to that coming soon, so oh yippee. Anyway, our next film is Ratatouille. This asks, if you had no boundaries or borders, what would you do? Now this question is also perfectly answered. Remy was finally able to do what he loved, cook with no boundaries. Now we don't have enough time to cover all the Pixar movies and their life lessons, so I gave you a few, and hopefully you get the point. I have a good feeling that this is the way it will tie into the Pixar timeline, but the question is when? Where will it place itself across the big overarching storyline of the Pixar theory? What time period? I have a feeling it will take place now or in the future just because it sounds like there's going to be a lot to do with space and all of that stuff. But we'll just have to wait until the movie comes out on June 19th to see for sure. Thanks for watching, guys. I will have another video coming out soon about the new movie Soul and the new movie Onward. I think the new films will be quite interesting, so we have to continue to cover them and speculate on them. That's all for now, so see you next time. So, I know you thought the video was over, but just hold on, okay? Watch this stupid clip I made.
What is it, Ambrister?
Pixar.
Finally closing, is it?
No.
More financial trouble?
No, it's...
Announced a new line of microwave egg rolls. What? Spit it out.
It's come back. It's popular.